In the National Assembly at the upper chamber, the Senate has called for a thorough scrutiny of the Ways and Means funds to ascertain if the intervention monies were expended without the knowledge of the Parliament. The call followed a heated debate on the floor of the Nigerian Senate on Tuesday. The report.
Speaking during Tuesday's plenary session, Senator Adamu argued that some state governors, including some retired ones in the Senate, were beneficiaries of 18 billion naira as shock absorber under the Ways and Means since 2015.
Each state government in 2023 was given 18 billion naira at once. Some of the governors that benefited from that 18 billion naira are here.
The Senate President thereafter maintained that owing to the current economic situation, it has become expedient to thoroughly examine the Ways and Means Fund.
Most of those sponsored protests are not aware of the kind of efforts being made by this Senate to tackle the situation, together with the joint management team of the federal government of Nigeria.
Deputy Senate President Barrow Jibrin also explained that the intervention monies were expended without the knowledge of the Parliament, adding that lawmakers have a right to interrogate the expenditure.
So we are open to investigation, and there was a caveat at that time that we're going to investigate. The details must be provided, so we are waiting.
As the issues of whether or not to investigate the matter raised another debate in the red chambers, some lawmakers suggested that a special committee be set up to scrutinize the 30 trillion naira intervention disbursements, some of which were grants, and ways to mop them up.
What this chamber approved was 819, and we said that the other monies that has been spent cumulatively to, was it 20-something trillion? That the details should be provided. It has never been provided to date.
If some people spent money before bringing it to the Parliament for approval or appropriation, where did they get the money they spent? Because they spent money and they came here to look for approval.
For the National Assembly to find out what happened. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, nobody in this chamber should suggest that we shouldn't look to anything that we feel is in the public interest. But let me say this very clearly. What Nigerians want today is food.
The Senate, however, resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the details of the Ways and Means funds, including the various intervention programs such as the Anchor Boroughs program, monies given to state governments, manufacturers, aviation, banks, excess funding in the power sector, among others, which raised the current debt profile of the country.